They say that you should never meet your heroes. Something about being disappointed. Well, it turns out they don't know shit. Anyway, I had the best adventure of a lifetime. I was able to meet my heroes from GSC Game World. I was able to play S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and I'd love to tell you all about it. Let's go. The plan was simple. Fly to Seattle, meet my friend and fellow S.T.A.L.K.E.R content creator, Taryn, also known as WTF Sexy Headphones, to finally meet legends from GSC Game World, express our undying love for their talent and dedication, and finally, for the first time ever, play S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
What up, dog?
Dude, I freaking love Battle Bucket.
I feel it. I feel their presence, dude. They're here. We're about to find the booth. This is it. It's here. It's close.
Should I get the PA out and try and find them?
Yo, we're gonna find it. I think it's this way. I don't know. I'm winging it. Interesting, bro. Where? You see it?
Whatever the hell they're told me to go. It has to be. They've got to be over here, yes?
It looks like it maybe. I don't see it yet though. I'll know it when I see it.
It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be around here because they're, like when we saw the advertisement is with these dudes. Remember?
Which one? I mean, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's over there. We're definitely in the right area.
I'm telling you, we are zoning in.
We're zoning in, dude.
We're zoning into the zone.
Oh shit, dude. I'm starting to get some fucking chills.
Let's go this
Oh, I got it right here! Oh my god! Oh, that's totally just like totally fucked out of nowhere. Oh my god. What's up? Hold this. I'm so happy to be here. I would have gotten here earlier, but I was a little bit lost. I apologize. No worries, it's over here. This one there. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Oh, dude, my man over here fresh as hell. Let's get a salute. Yeah. Oh, he's got the GP. Let's go. And the tube, man. It fucking absolute class. Yeah. Looking good, boys. Looking good. The man right here.
We got a lot of work to do. As you can see, the EQ is just ridiculous. The other games don't want, but we expect like what, half an hour only from opening, and we already got a couple of hours or even 3 hours.
Everybody wants to play.
And even be more.
It's so smooth.
That's how it works. We expected it to be smooth, and we're ready.
I have chills right now. I'm like, I can't believe I get to play it for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, that logo splash screen. That is beautiful.
What is that?
So there was supposed to be 5 computers. Unfortunately, there was only 4 because the 5th computer had decided to die. It looked like either the power supply or the motherboard went bad. But it was really interesting because when they decided to change the computer out, the guy was like, well, hey, do you want to know the specs? And I was like, fuck yeah. And the only information I could get out of him was that it used an AMD 7800 CPU. He didn't say if it was X3D, but regardless, the game was running phenomenal.
Jesus. Is it still working right now?
It's not, it's dead, so it's not working now, but...
Attention, stalker!
What are we talking about? The lighting is so nice.
Oh, let's go, baby.
I know.
Just tell the main menu audio is so good. That's so good. All the creaky noise at the end too for real. Dude, fuck yeah, man, let's go, dude. Oh, let's go, dude.
All right, so my voice is still recovering from this trip. I want to go ahead and try and give you as many of my impressions of the demo as I possibly can. Okay, oh my god, it is so very polished. The performance is ridiculously good. I can tell that the frame rate was unlocked and it was easily over 60 the whole time. No dips, no stuttering, no nonsense. They have somehow taken Unreal Engine 5 and done the impossible and removed traversal stutter. At least for the intro of the game, it is incredibly polished. The weapons, the HK416, the AK-74U, the AKM-74, the long green AK, everything packs a punch. And the 7.62 is harder to manage, but it has the higher punch, whereas the NATO round with the 4.16, it's like tighter grouped, it's a little bit lighter, but it doesn't have the same punch. And I could definitely feel that when I was fighting the Bloodsucker. So the Bloodsucker was fucking kicking my ass, dude. So I was a little bit thrown off because, quite frankly, all of the mutants are so much more threatening now. So much more threatening. Even a flesh, dude, when they jump at you, like you saw in the trailer, they close a lot of distance when they jump at you, and then they're right on top of you, and that's just one flesh. One flesh is still not a huge deal. I was able to kill the one that I ran into without too much trouble. But if there's like a few of them and you're in a close quarter space, that's gonna be dangerous, bro. That's gonna be spicy. and after I killed the flesh and I was exploring a little bit, Blind Dog tried to ambush me as well. And you can tell the AI is just a bit sharper than Trilogy. They've got a few tricks up their sleeve, but they're definitely way more aggressive. And everything is balanced beautifully. You know, the weapons weren't exactly dead accurate in the original games. It kind of leaned more into like the RPG instead of like the FPS in that way, where it was really dependent on weapon stats and condition and things like that. And even though condition, I'm sure, still plays a role, I couldn't get any weapons to jam in the demo that I picked up, even if they were broken. And I'm pretty sure that was on purpose, just because the tutorial introduces every concept to you one piece at a time, which is, you know, it's good for the accessibility and everything. I don't know why people were trying to compare the Bloodsucker fight to the Fallout Power Suit intro from Fallout 4. It's not like that at all. Fallout 4 is like a power fantasy with the Deathclaw fight, and it takes one of like the biggest, baddest enemies of the Fallout universe, and it kind of dispels a lot of its mythos right away by giving it to you at the end of the tutorial. And the Bloodsucker's a badass character, don't get me wrong, but he's not like the Chimera or something that you see way later down the road, you know what I mean? You know, his reveal in Agroprom originally was brilliant, and fighting him for the first time in Stalker 2 is a hell of a surprise. And he sounds fucking menacing, and he gets around you really, really easily compared to before, and he's moving quickly, man. It's crazy. His cloak, it felt like I was playing the best Predator game that was never made, just within that one fight with the Bloodsucker. So he ended up killing me twice, and on the second time I was getting embarrassed. I was getting a little upset. I'm like, damn, this must be on like normal mode. I'm a veteran stalker. What the fuck am I doing? So I kind of baited him into the next area so that I could jump on a fence where he couldn't get me, and I killed him. And I was like, that was kind of cheap. You know, I kind of cheesed him a little bit because he couldn't really come. Every time I would jump off the fence and I was in the kill zone, he would come racing back over to me. But the minute that I was out of bounds, he was like, I'll fucking see you later, and he would run off until I came back in the area. So that was an amazing fight, and we're gonna come back to that because that's not the last time that I was gonna face off on that Bloodsucker. So after that, you've got the bandit fight. I try not to kill them too quickly. I really wanted to hear the dialogue, and sure enough, they shout out all kinds of commands. They flank really well. The animation reminded me a lot of the old trailers. I mean, everything felt like it was there. It didn't feel like anything had drastically changed. It was compared to the trailers for Stalker 2. But oh my god, like what an evolution from the original trilogy this is. Everything felt so much tighter, so much more accurate. God, I mean, yeah, it's perfect. It really is. It really, really is. The only nitpick that I had of the demo, the only issue or complaint that I had, I'll say this. The first time I played the demo, you know, I knew I had 30 minutes, so my brain was kind of like sporadic and all over the place. It was hard for me to keep the mouse steady. I think I was just that excited. Yeah. So I might have been like trying to rush through things that I maybe wouldn't have otherwise, like the Bloodsucker. But oh well. So wasted the bandits. That was amazing, and I wanted to make sure I took everything in, so I did a little bit of side exploring, and that's when I discovered the poltergeist. Dude, the poltergeist is one bad son of a bitch. So he's way more threatening. He can levitate objects way further away than he could before. When he brings the rock wall up, he doesn't just stay in the rock wall. He'll bring it up and then he'll dash and get out of it super, super quickly. So I was like dancing around, and you know, sure enough, when you kill him, the body shows up just the same as it did in the original trilogy, only now the detail is incredible. I can't wait until these things are officially shown. I was like so geeked out seeing all of it in the demo. I even ran into a radio with more Ukrainian music. I wish I could have took my phone and Shazammed it so I could have listened to those songs and known what they are, because man, I've been playing like those three from the Rostock radio teaser for fucking weeks, and I would love to hear more music that I could listen to when I'm not playing the game. Oh man, it was really good. It sounded awesome. I wanted to sit there and jam out to the music, but I knew I had that time limit. So yeah, I don't want to like give the entirety of the intro away, but you know, everybody pretty much knows at this point. You're taking the scanner readings and, you know, trying to get everything that Herman needs. And the radiation, the white dots that speckle on the screen, I was able to see a lot of that towards the end of the demo. That looked really, really, really good. The PDA was phenomenal. The map, holy shit. So I was able to get footage of the map. I can't really show it though, just because it really is delving into too many spoilers and things that the player's going to want to experience for themselves when they first play the game. But man, it is huge, and there's so many areas that are covered in fog. So even of the areas that you can normally see, it really gave me the Shadow of Chernobyl throwback feel, because the map feels like it goes up the center channel, and you've got the CMPP towards the center of the north, but obviously there's something a little bit further north ahead of it, which I was able to see on the map. And if you know, you know. But it blew me away, man. It really did. I can't. They've thought of everything, dude. They haven't missed a beat. This is incredibly polished. Oh yeah, the quirk that I had, I totally forgot to mention that. So when you use items, if you tap, so Q and E were to use items and anti-raz and stuff. It was kind of weird because Z and C were to lean. So obviously you could rebind that, but for the purpose of the demo, you can't. So if you tap Q, you could like eat bread or something like that. If you hold it, then you use the medkit syringe. So the problem that I had was I would hold the button and it's got like this little yellow bar that fills to the top like this. And then when it gets to the top, there's another second or a second and a half, then Skiff uses the item. And that kind of drove me crazy for the first 30 minutes because I would hold the button all the way down and expect the animation to start triggering. And I wanted to take my finger off that key so I could start moving around more accurately with WSAD, because the bloodsucker was like fucking me up, and I was having a hard time balancing between healing myself and then engaging him, and that was weird. It was just like a feedback thing for the user interface. On the second playthrough that I ended up having, it wasn't as bad. I think my brain was kind of compensating for it, but like, you need to understand, that's my only complaint for the entire game. It was perfect. All of it, down to the last minute details, was perfect. The artwork is fucking incredible. The graphics are better than you've been seeing in the trailers. It's better than the Gamescom footage that we saw like a week or two ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to take my word for it. Like, I played it, I saw it, it was in front of me. I have the eye for these types of details and stuff. This was crazy. This really blew me away. I really was not expecting that. Oh my god. So yeah, that's my only complaint. And as far as like, is this going to be ready for November 20th? Yeah, dude, I really believe that it is. It looks incredible, it plays incredible, and it's really, really polished. I ran into one bug my whole time with the demo, and Jesus, you're never gonna believe what it ended up being. Are you ready for this? It ended up being a freaking ladder that I couldn't climb, dude. It happened on both of my playthroughs. So the first time I was trying to get to the poltergeist and I couldn't climb the ladder, and I kept messing with it, and I was like, screw this, I don't have the time. So I went ahead and left the poltergeist. The second time I came around, I was like, no, I'm killing this poltergeist. And I went to the ladder and it wasn't working. I was like, no way. But Nick came over and was like, is it not letting you go up? And I'm like, yeah, it's like the same thing that happened to me the first time. It's really weird. You know, I've been like moving around, but it won't trigger. I held the key. So he told me to load my last autosave. Sure enough, I did that, ran over to there, and then I was able to climb the ladder. Dude, that's such a simple bug. That's not a problem. I think that like they'll be able to get that fixed in no time. That's not a game breaker. That's not like a huge deal. That was the only thing I ran into. I can't believe that I just played a Stalker game before it comes out and it's this polished. It's crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I had fun with the ladder glitch. Like, that was like a little bit of that classic Slav jank that like you want from a Stalker almost. Like, fuck, man, yeah, it was that good. And I mean that. Like, if I wasn't happy about something, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. Like, I'm not gonna hold back. this game deserves every piece of the praise that I'm giving it right now, and I just cannot wait until you guys have it in your hands and we're all able to play it soon, because it is really weird to be addicted to a game that's not out yet. I've played it for 1 hour and I am completely non-stop. Like, I need to play more. I need it now. Ooh, GSC, I'm addicted. So I'm eagerly awaiting my next chance to play. Who knows? You know, is it going to be before release? Who knows? But we'll see. Anyway, it was perfect. Now, the second time that GSC let me play the demo, when Taryn and I came back towards the end of the day, I wanted to run through the demo with the knife. I had to do a knife only run, guys. Like, before the game comes out, I couldn't miss that opportunity. And you know what? I fucked that bloodsucker up with the knife. That was the trick, man. I slashed him the first time. He thought he was gonna get away from me. He didn't get away from me.
Yeah, let's go. All right, let's roll. First question. Will the PDA ranking system from the original trilogy return, where it would show stalkers like 1 to 10 and the legends of the zone, and as you would kind of crawl through, climb up the PDA ladder, so to speak?
NDA.
All right. What sort of media, like films, books, did you find inspiring or influential when you were working on the game?
Well, you mean by S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 or general about the series?
Ooh, that's a good one. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
Well, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, we have legendary series behind us. So, called Privet, Clear Sky, Shadow, Chernobyl. That's the main thing.
Right.
With it, we take everything that was good, that was legendary there, and just try to expand it as much as we can. So we didn't have an open world previously. Now we have it. The story was linear with very few tweaks, let's say, and it was short, kind of 15 to 20 hours. Now it's, if you're an explorer, let's say you want to stick your nose into every corner, that can go far beyond like 70, 80 hours. But for the standard player, we expect something like 50, 60, I guess, but you can also fast run it. If you just want to straight rush forward, well, possibly 30, but I'm not sure. And again, you cannot say everything CN in one place.
Yeah, you need multiple plays.
In that case, so the previous series is the basics. We just expand it, make it bigger, make it stronger, and make it better. And I hope you will experience it when the game will release.
For sure. So leaning is back. Awesome. That was really important for players. Is low crouch back, where you had like standard crouch and then lower crouch? I didn't notice, but I figured it might be something.
I didn't notice too, actually, despite the fact that I'm watching the demo for like multiple thousands of times. But probably not. I would say not for now, but it's probably to double check a bit later because, well, something may happen. For now, I guess it's not.
Gotcha. Okay. Any chance for a PC benchmark utility in the PC version? It doesn't even have to be at launch necessarily.
Well, technical stuff here. I should take this question to the technical guys, but here you have me, and that's why I have no answer to this question for you.
No worries. All right, let's see. What are some funny scenarios that you guys ran into when you were working on A-Life 2.0?
Oh, geez, that's actually. Here I should take you back to the Gamescom like previous year, because the build was a bit different. My mouth is not mouthing already. My brain is not braining. That's.
I'm right there with you. I'm totally stimulated.
That's an 11-hour shift here, just on the stand. So yeah, sorry guys for that. But with Gamescom previous year, we've got multiple interactions with A-Live. For example, the person walked into the village where the bloodsucker was.
Yeah.
He really struggled with him, and decided to run. And luckily for him, he ran to the nearest campfire with the stalker sitting nearby. And stalker like, oh, we're gonna fight here. And they just stand up and join the fight with the bloodsucker, help us win this fight. And that was actually the basics of the A-Live which happened, because NPC are interacting with each other. same goes. There was a bandit camp and also a person without any preparation, which is not so good. Rushed to the bandit camp like straightforward. Got his ass kicked hardly. Tried to retreat, and he retreated to the village of stalkers with a lot of them. And there was the massacre happened.
The massacre.
Because a lot of bandits from the bandit camp joined the fight with the stalker camp. And there was like a massive fight. I don't know what number was that. I guess more than 10.
Yeah.
And you as a skip, like in between, of course you're supporting like the stalkers. But if you want, you can try to shoot stalkers too. And there was like already 3-side fight, like 1v1v1. So yeah, a lot is kicking. I guess and I hope we will try to showcase that, but I'm not sure. I cannot announce here something. As always, we are very accurate with announcing something we will have to showcase here in the future.
Right.
So maybe yes, maybe not. But
Perhaps there could be a display of A-Life for us in the future. Maybe.
perhaps, maybe it can be like video, maybe text. I just don't know, so don't know.
Of course.
Don't expect it, but expect it, but not. But yes, maybe. Let's get it like this. In general, yeah. Well, these are two scenarios that was on the previous Gamescom demo back in 2023. And we have a lot of this, like more, because the more you explore the zone, the more mutants you find, the more mutants you can fight, they interact with the players, they interact with other stalkers, having a stroll around the zone. Yeah, and that's basically it for the AI for now. Because maybe again we will show some.
Yeah, if there's more complex behaviors that they'll probably
and
talk
it's
about.
also we should say that it's hard to explain how it works on the technical level and how it looks like from the video perspective. Because to showcase it properly, you somehow need to direct it properly.
Right.
But you cannot direct it because people will say, well, that's not
It's
A-Live,
scripted, yeah.
it's scripted. So you have to sit back, try to find the spot where everything is going smoothly, and then showcase it.
Right.
Pretty hard.
Like a third observer, just hoping that everything plays out cinematically.
I just don't know how it looks from the cinematic experience because I'm not the one who's making sometimes like video trailers, all of that stuff. But yeah, that's even hard to explain and hard to showcase.
Gotcha.
That's why maybe we will showcase and maybe not again. Don't expect us, but maybe expect us. Let's figure out this way.
I pick it up. All right, let's see here. So this is probably going to be an NDA. You don't have to say what they are.
Okay.
Are there any mutants or new enemies that exist in the game that have yet to be revealed?
Mutants or enemies, right? Well, basically, I guess fractions. If you decide to be enemies with them.
Yeah.
Does it count as an enemy?
Yeah, like
Okay.
like new factions or
Mutants, well, there are mutants that from the previous series that we didn't showcase yet, but you kind of can expect them to return. And with the new mutants, well, Cornhead we showcased in the PC Gamer. Yeah, what else? I don't remember actually. Really? Hard question, thanks for that. But I will skip this for now.
Cool. Yeah, no worries. All right. Arch anomalies look really interesting, and it's definitely been one of your guys' like best kept secrets. Any chance that you could tell us anything about arch anomalies, or maybe more information on them? I'm putting him in the hardest positions, guys.
Let me phrase it like
I'm here
that.
for you.
Yeah, and I'm here for you too. Well, actually, we're showcasing it for you guys. With arch anomalies, we have. Well, you can already expect what they are, basically on the previous games. So we have arch anomalies in Call of Duty in some way. Now they are bigger. They have more secrets. They have very and sometimes very unique mechanics to explore. That's why when you face an arch anomaly, maybe sometimes you even may not mention that's an anomaly, that you are inside an arch anomaly. That's the key. So they're deeper, you can explore them even more, they have more secrets. That's the best word, they're more complex.
Yeah, because with the traditional artifact field, you got your scanner, you kind of move around, make sure you don't step where you shouldn't step.
Or you just throw the ball, toss the ball in.
Exactly. And then you get the
Dark
artifact.
anomalies, yes, so that will be harder. and we expect it to be harder, more complex, and
Traversal. sort of
yes,
stuff.
with more techniques, with more unique mechanics, and we just hope you and you guys will like them.
I'm sure we will. Definitely sure we will. I did notice, because I was peeking on the inventory, artifacts, do they require a container to store, or they just go on your belt? Or is the slot on your belt a container?
Well, actually, as you can mention from this demo, you was able to attach the artifact directly to the suit.
Right. In the
Now-
inventory, it looked like it was mentioning like an additional container, like so you can carry an additional artifact.
I should double check that. But for now, if I'm not mistaken, the mechanic right now it looks like in previous games. So you got
Okay, yeah.
you got the suit, you got some kind of slots, and you can just equip the artifact to the slot, and also you can modify your suit with a technician or tinker.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That clears that up. Awesome. All right. Yeah.
Is my phone still
She's
recording?
got a lot.
Got a few for you. Has stealth been expanded? So, for example, we watched Gamescom. Skiff was kind of sneaking up into an encounter, then he threw a grenade, and then it kind of got a bit more traditional. Would it just be possible to eliminate a camp just with the knife by sneaking around?
Not sure here. I guess I will throw the engineer off this part because I just don't know for sure about the depth of the stuff. Because again, the AI is smart, and well, you'll see.
That makes sense. It would be really hard to sneak around without the AI seeming like kind of brain dead, because they should be kind of aware of your presence.
But at the same time, some kind of a stealth mode. You can try to sneak and to do something sneaky.
I got you.
That's possible.
All right. In your opinion, how much of the game, like overall, would you say has been shown?
You mean with trailers?
Sure. All media, including the demos.
Let me calculate this. I'll try. I guess less than 10%.
Nice.
I guess less, but well, that's really hard to calculate because you need to get into the calculation the story part, the mechanics part, the weapon part, the item part, the all of that. So I don't know the world part actually, the locations. 10, less than 10, less than 15. I hope so.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, because even if you look at like locations, just for example, from the original trilogy, there's so many of them that we have yet to see. We know you guys have stuff that you're waiting to surprise us with, so it's amazing to see.
20 biomes again, as you guys, Mr. Yuhan told us on the stream at Gamescom. So 20 biomes, a lot of locations. You face the map, the actual size of the map. So there will be plenty a lot to explore for you and for you guys.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Can we still align with classic factions? Like, there's clearly going to be a lot of different facets to the story, but like, can you join duty or freedom, like in the old days?
Well, you cannot join them as the faction completely. So you cannot stand the duty soldier, put the duty badge on you, and do your duty tasks. No, you can. Oh, we need to let me go. You can align with the fractions, and for example, you can support them in their actions. Let's say like this. So you cannot be a part of the fraction, but you will align them. You will do the things with them together. Of course, that will influence the story, and that will influence the general ending of the game and the story walkthrough.
Gotcha. So you're doing tasks for those, but you don't represent that faction.
Well, I can say that these are tasks. You got, as Steve, you got your own motivation in the game.
Right.
You already, if you learn the PDA and the basics of the mission of the first mission, I guess you understand what the motivation of this Steve to get into the zone is.
Right.
And he has his own motivation to discover the zone without any of this fraction thing.
Distractions.
Yeah. That's why your motives are primary. They are primary. And you just deal with what you deal with as a skin. If some fraction is close to you or close to your beliefs as a player, for example, well, you can work together for some time.
I got you.
That's how it works.
Perfect. All right. can NPCs leave and take items from stashes that are left in the world? Can they interact with them outside of the player's influence?
Let's say NDA, but mostly because I cannot tell for sure.
Okay, all right, I got you. It was said the player's decisions can affect the world. Like, for example, if you have a village with mutants, and Skip goes in and he clears out the mutants, would stalkers then go inhabit the village? And if so, is there a chance that mutants could come back to try and fight?
That's what a life is for.
So we will get more of that.
Okay, I'm in a very dangerous territory here. Let's say that. I don't know how to phrase it properly. You got me here. I want to be so honest. But with your decisions, if we're talking about your decisions to clear the village, yes, it can be taken by, for example, one of the fractions or by the mutants. How a life is going to affect is NDA, but yeah, that's how it works. So you have your decision making here in this small part, but also there are kind of more massive parts. You already can see that in the cutscenes when we show the cutscene. Well, the development of the cutscene trailer. We showcase the one cutscene in two different ways. You may mention that when they run into some kind of a lab, or one like Skip is work together with some person. Let's say that's already world influencing because it will influence again your story and the surroundings around it.
Gotcha. That's all the questions I had. That was a lot of questions. I thank you again for answering them. You've been working so hard today. You guys are super busy, so I really want to tell you I appreciate the time that you took out.
And thank you for joining us here.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
And I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you guys waiting for the game. Thank you for your support a lot. It means a lot to us. And we just hope that you and everyone here will enjoy the true S.T.A.L.K.E.R experience as we want and you expect.
And it is clearly the authentic experience. Now I can say that. I've gotten my hands on it.
Now he has his hands on and he will tell you exactly how it feels from the player perspective, not the dev one, because I'm an affiliated person. You are the player and you see me for the first time. Now listen to this man.
Awesome. Dude, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Love it.
So after the interview, we were told to come and hang out around the area later towards the end of the day, and that we might get a chance to play the demo again, depending on how the line looked. So while we were waiting, we decided to go get a bite to eat.
Yeah, you got it.
I feel like there's no reason we can't just shoot your shots and ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like.
The craziest part is Taryn was right. All we would have to do is shoot our shot. But we'll come back to that. So after we played the demo again, we were able to take this awesome picture together. And as you can see, dude, I'm like running on cloud 9. I'm like the happiest guy in the world right here. And then Nick goes over to the cabinet and starts unlocking it. And I have no clue what's coming next.
That person. Okay.
I have them. It's incredible.
I don't know what you put there. Okay.
A lot of it.
There's 4.
Chelsea's like a deep dive.
I was just, yes, I just talked to the,
Yes, that's. I'm the next below him, so I just wanted to make sure that I knew what was going on here. Okay, perfect.
I will.
Hey, you deserve it. You just deserve it. Thanks for being with us for all these years.
And it's just one surprise after another with GSC. So I'm looking in this bag and they left me a number of goodies in here. So the craziest thing is now I have a second developer t-shirt, and they gave me some more sticker sheets, which I love. And then they had stalker socks. I never knew that there was such a thing that existed. Now I have stalker socks, man. This is amazing. I really can't begin to thank GSC enough for giving me this beautiful gift. A lot of thought and creativity went into this, like everything that you guys do, and I don't have the words to thank you guys enough. You are amazing. You continue to be amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. So after having my mind completely blown yet again, we went to dinner with our new friends. And you know what? They couldn't have been more perfect gentlemen. They were super charismatic. They were super cool guys. We talked about S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 and lots of great personal conversations about life. It was really such a blessing and a rich experience for me, and I will cherish it always.